Well, here we are, Gage and Freeze. We got a little bit of news for everybody.
Indeed, we
It's
do.
something different. There's a big change. I've been telling everybody for weeks we got changes coming up, and here it is.
And you've been
We
getting
are.
everybody prepared.
Well, they probably think we're gonna release something else. I've been putting up Zelda
We're
shorts.
gonna let them down.
They're- we are leaving behind the Digital Wasteland podcast name, and we are transitioning over to our new name, which is now The Legends of Nostalgia. We have come to a decision that Digital Wasteland podcast is no longer the direction that we are moving in with the content that we were putting out with that. We're no longer doing podcast. We're doing more gameplay. And Gage made a very valid point that we should do discussions with these or small reviews, which would fit in with the Legends of Nostalgia. It gives us a broader spectrum with playing the games that we play, and obviously since we talk mostly Nintendo and video games. What do you got over there?
I think a lot of what we were doing with Digital Wasteland was we tried to keep it. We tried to talk about a lot of different things, but we always seemed to kind of come back to video games. That kind of felt like our bread and butter. And so instead of just keeping that name and just turning the channel into just video games, we thought it might be a better idea to kind of change the name as well and let people know, in case they only followed us to hear about our favorite Christmas songs or whatever, that we're probably not going to be doing things like that anymore. But for those who were fans of the podcast, I think the discussions are still gonna scratch the same itch, just it won't be like, hour-long forms of that. It's gonna be a little more focused on specific topics than, an hour-long.
We're no longer movie length. We're going to give you a sitcom.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, the world's already moving towards shorter form content anyway for everything.
Facts.
So not that podcasts don't work, because I do think maybe eventually in the distant future, maybe we'll bring a podcast back if it calls for it. But for now, I think the shorter form content is what we're going to focus more on, and I think it'll help us grow the channel rather than trying to start a channel with hour-long, videos that sometimes can be intimidating for people who don't even know us.
Oh yeah, or it's too much, and they don't even finish. They get a couple minutes and they're like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, or they read the name and it's like, oh, they're going to be talking about Metroid, and then we're just talking about our lives for 20 minutes. And come on, guys, get to it. So you'll still get enough of our personalities in this, but it's going to be right to the point. When you see a video that says today we're discussing, Metroid Prime 4, the video's going to start and we're going to be discussing Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to try to stay on the same schedule that I have been on. Tuesdays and Thursdays are, right now it's Zelda, and it's going to stay that way for a while because I got a lot of Tears of the Kingdom videos. So there will be one coming up later this day. And Five Nights at Freddy will still be there, and I will try to keep the shorts how I have kept them. I think I do Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'll try to keep that the same schedule. Some things might change up, just like Gage said. If we have discussions, those will just kind of like randomly pop up. So you just got to keep your eyes open for them.
Yeah, we're gonna try and have those out when we don't want to be a news channel, but when news breaks, we would like to maybe have a discussion about it or get our thoughts out there about it. So not necessarily reporting the news, but more so discussing the news and speculating on what it could mean, and having that stuff out at any given time when that news drops. So there could be a day where we have 2 videos out if big news happens, There could be days where nothing gets uploaded on the news front just because there's nothing going on. So we're going to have those sprinkled in with the gameplay that Freeze has been putting out, and I think it's going to do really well for the channel.
So I'm going to be putting up the new picture, obviously, that Gage has created. Hopefully y'all enjoy that. And there's more stuff in the works that will be coming out shortly. We're not making a Zelda animation or anything. I just threw those up there because Gage, he's a crafty zombie.
Yeah, those.
And I really like his work.
Those were just something that we were able to throw up on the channel to kind of have content still coming out, even though we weren't really making new content. That's just stuff that's been. It would have died on my computer if. It was just gonna sit on my computer and until it got uploaded in some way, and I'm glad this is the way that it was able to come out.
Well, I think that about sums it up. You got anything else?
I don't think so.
All right.
I think people will enjoy the new direction of the channel.
Just stick with us. It's only going to get better.
Yeah, it's only going to get better. That's for sure. And leave us some comments. Let's start interacting. We're trying to grow a little community here. So if anybody wants to start commenting and be a regulars here, you're more than welcome.
Oh yeah. Drop it down in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you already haven't. Let this be that video that pulls you in. All right. That'll do it. So, enjoy the new and improved channel of Legends of Nostalgia, that lawn. So let's sip it hard and sip it good. And we'll see you next. And we'll see you next time.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.